With us right now, Dmitrii Kustov. Dmitrii, you are the founder and internet marketing director with Regax SEO. You're found on the web at Regax SEO. That's Regax SEO.com. Dmitrii, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Cool background. If you're watching the video, tell me what that is.
That's an astronaut. We are in Houston.
Yeah.
All our branding is around NASA and reaching new heights and all that stuff. So we went with a space theme. It fits, it makes sense, it goes well with the brand itself, with the location. So yeah, there you go.
Yes, okay, well, cool. So tell us what is working in SEO today.
Oh boy, do you have about 2 weeks?
Let's go for it.
We can cover about.
We're gonna squeeze as much as we can into about 22 minutes.
There you go.
20 minutes.
All right, so search engine optimization, SEO. There are 4 main ingredients of search engine optimization. First is content. Without good content, nothing's going to happen. If your website is talking about cats, you can't rank for shoes. That's kind of self-explanatory. Another one is just anything technical, making sure it loads fast, that Google and other search engines can access it correctly and stuff like that. So just make sure that your website is built well. The third one is user experience. That's one of the newer things that Google pays a lot of attention to. Yeah. And basically it makes, when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. If let's say somebody goes to your website and half of the pages are not working, or they can't find your phone number or contact form, they're just going to leave. Therefore, Google is not going to be promoting you in that sense if people can find what they came for. And then the fourth one is one of those not very easily understood, is backlinks. The way to understand that is backlink is any link from any other website. And it's like a recommendation or like a thumbs up for your website, for your business in the eyes of Google. So yeah, those are the 4 ingredients. If you hit them all and make them all work correctly and right, then you're going to be golden.
Yeah, in fact, I can think about, what's the tool that Google provides, and they'll send you like, hey, we noticed a new usability issue.
Google Search Console.
Yeah, Google Search Console. And so those alerts, we should probably pay close attention to those.
Yes, definitely. It's a free tool. Anybody can sign up. Google requires like a little file to be uploaded to your website, and that's it. And they're going to send you alerts about any kind of issues that Google pays attention to. It's more of technical nature, and technical and user experience. So yeah. Well,
so tell me more about so in fact, I'm on my Search Console right now, and I just clicked on something. I've not noticed it. I don't spend any time here. So I clicked on, they have a section here, and it's called experience. Yep. Of course, mobile usability is going to be really, really important. Yeah. I clicked on something called page experience, and it says your site has no URLs with a good page experience. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't even know what I'm looking at. What is this? Do you know?
So page experience, that's in the Google Search Console, that usually means loading speed. Yeah. Also, there are certain things like, especially on mobile, if the website is not coded properly, sometimes it can kind of slide side to side. So you can't really see part of the website or something like that. Other things that when it's usually about code as well, when, for example, the menu button, like the little menu at the top usually is kind of sticking out a bit below the screen, not below, past the screen. So things like that. And again, Google Search Console, it's one of those very basic tools, but you definitely need to make sure that all of those errors and issues are fixed.
Oh boy. Look at this. So, not look at this, but I'm kind of describing here. All right. So this is great. Whoever's listening to this podcast conversation right now, again, go pull up your Google Search Console and look at yours along with me. And so I went to, so it's on Core Web Vitals. Mm-hmm. I should probably just share my screen here for those who are watching. I don't mind. I don't think there's anything too top secret in here. So so I clicked. Oh no, don't laugh at me, Dmitrii. So I had no issues on Core Web Vitals under poor, but need improvement. Yeah. I got a 72 here with 2 issues. 72 URLs have a need improvement issue. CLS issue more than point what? 0.1, and then this LCP issue longer than 2.5 seconds. Yeah. 72 URLs are having issues here. Yikes.
Yeah, so that's Core Web Vitals. Those are all about loading speeds. So
well, boy, I should be pretty good because I run speed tests on my stuff and I get good ratings there.
Yeah, so sometimes it's just one specific page or 2 specific pages, or let's say you have maybe like a YouTube embed on one of the pages, and that can lower it below enough to show it as a warning. And as you said yourself, you didn't have anything under poor, which is awesome. So it's kind of like, hey, check this out. It's like a warning type of situation. There might be an issue there. So go ahead and kind of see what the problem is. And Core Web Vitals, there is a tool. It's an online tool called Page Speed Insights.
Yeah,
it's I think it's Insights page. Insights.google.com or something like, or Page Speed Insights.
Yeah. If you Google that, it's like developers.google.com, and then if you just Google Page Speed Insights, that's a tool that we've used quite a bit.
Yeah. And in there, it's all free again. And they will tell you, literally, they will tell you what to fix. They'll tell you, let's say your CLP is below something or over something, and below, they're going to have little tasks in a sense for you. Like, go ahead and check it out. And this is what might be causing it. And if you have a developer team or just somebody who develops your website, sometimes if it is, let's say you are on some kind of Squarespace or Wix or anything like that, you can actually reach out to them and they should, in a sense, help you to figure it out. Or sometimes they fix the whole platform. Like it's obviously not immediate, but yeah.
What's good? I'm just trying to think of like good best practices for, to keeping an eye on this stuff. So I, in fact, so I just ran, my speed test. My desktop is pretty good. 81, mobile, not great. I got a 43 on that. So by the way, for our podcast listener, listen, I shudder to think that you're like, well, this is boring. Josh is just talking about, okay, think about yourself. Go, follow along with me. Do this together. This is a very interactive podcast. I see what you're doing. I hear you. Like we're all engaging here with an expert. Damn it, Dmitrii Kustov is one of the best in the business. He's helping us out. All right, so Dmitrii, we're all looking at our mobile page speed insights. Yeah. And if we're showing that as a poor, Google's not going to mess around. They're like, we'd love to rank you a little bit higher, but not in this kind of case, not in this situation.
Yeah, nowadays, everybody's on their smartphones. Everybody has a phone in their pocket. And especially there are certain types of industries and websites where mobile is not as important. Let's say maybe you sell some kind of like a very specific gear, tool, whatever thing for oil industry. Those people usually work off desktops. But if you are a restaurant, if you are like an e-commerce store, if you are anything that is commonly used, anything that is accessed commonly, everybody's going to be using their phone. And therefore, you need to make sure that your website is, especially on mobile, is done well. It works well. And this Google PageSpeed Insights, they will tell you types of issues that they found on your website, and they will tell you not how to fix them, but at least they give you an idea how you might fix them. So for example, one of those little issues, like the types of issues, errors, is check your server speed. Okay, well, you reach out to your hosting company and say, hey, Google PageSpeed told me my server speed is low. Can you fix it? And they'll tell you some kind of solution. Maybe you need to upgrade, maybe they need to move you to another type of server. Or let's say they're going to tell you things like you can change. Images are too big. Okay, you know what? Maybe you forgot to resize your 5,000 by 4,000 pixel photo and upload it on a mobile phone, which is very tiny. So you just resize it in some kind of Photoshop or one of those free tools that like Windows and Mac has, and just resize the photo, save it under normal 1920 by 1080 pixels or whatever that size is that fits the screen, then there you go, you're good. So there are a lot of things that are very, very technical and require developers' help, but there's also other things that are easy to fix, and you can even do yourself as a layman.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, go get some. So everyone who's been messing around now with your Google Search Console, your page speed insights, go get a developer or go hire Dmitrii.
There you go.
Dmitrii, your website is Regax SEO, but talk about like what are some of the core services that you provide? I know we've been kind of focusing on, you know, kind of this page speed and user optimization, that sort of thing, but tell me more about like some of the main work that you do.
Yeah, we are a holistic marketing agency, internet marketing agency specifically. Our kind of bread and butter is SEO, but we do offer every kind of marketing service out there and also website development. Our goal is really to take a business from wherever they're at to a much better, much higher heights, better heights. What am I? I'm blanking. Yeah. So in a lot of cases, we start with SEO, and we find out that, for example, the website does not load fast enough. So we'll have to redevelop website or fix it or anything like that. Maybe we see that there's an opportunity in Facebook advertising to support some kind of content marketing article that is started and as an SEO article. And we just go and do it on Facebook. So again, our idea is, our kind of slogan is, or not slogan, it's brand essence, is efficient brand growth solutions. So one of the problems in our industry is that people sell plans. It's like, no matter if you're a dentist or a lawyer or some kind of a manufacturer, we're just going to sell you this, choose one of these 3 plans. That's not how it should work. Every business is quite specific. They are one business might require one thing, the other business, that industry might require a completely different thing and approach. So we develop everything from scratch, custom solutions, custom strategy. So that's what we do.
Yeah. And so what do you see a lot of problems with when you start working with a new client? Like, what are some of the things that you're like, man, I could tell you, like 90% of people have this problem. And what is that problem that like 90% of people, I'm just throwing out numbers here, but what do you see a lot of issues with?
I would kind of have to categorize them, because we work with very small businesses, very small websites, and international corporations. So they obviously have very different issues. For all of the smaller businesses, typically the problem is content, meaning that either not enough content or it's not optimized whatsoever. Like we've seen so many times when, let's say, a business sells shoes, and then on their certain, like a product page, a word shoe will not be mentioned at all, or just like once or twice. Right? You need to make sure that you have enough of mentions of your product or your service, so that Google understands that that's what they actually sell and not something else. So that's probably one of the biggest ones. And then the other one, which is kind of across the board, really, not just small businesses, but even big corporations, is data, paying attention to data, and specifically ROI calculations, and just understanding where your marketing budget is going and what is bringing you. We see so many people where they spend, like bigger companies, they spend thousands and thousands of dollars on their marketing. And then I ask them, well, what is your cost per lead? What is your cost per acquisition? What is the difference for cost per acquisition or cost per lead for, let's say, organic channel versus social media channel? And most of them can't tell you. So they trust their gut, which I have the saying, don't trust your gut, trust the data. And that's what I preach every day, all day long. You know, my grandfather used to do this way, and that's why I'm doing it. It doesn't matter. It might have worked 100 years ago. It doesn't mean that it's going to be working now. So just look at data, trust data, make decisions based on data, not because your buddy said so.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. All right. So when somebody has been listening to our conversation, Dmitrii, and they're like, I need some help. Like, what is that? What's that path to working with? Like, what's a great engagement? Like, how do people connect with you? Or maybe there's something they can start early in the relationship, and where would you have them focus?
Well, so I've heard a couple of questions. How they connect with me? Either our website, regaxseo.com, and there's a little form you can fill out. If you'd like to reach out to me directly, my handle is digital spaceman. Digital marketing, spaceman, NASA, Houston, all that stuff. So digital spaceman on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and so on and so on. And in terms of how we can start, so what we do is we always have a free kind of a strategy discovery consultation. We need to, because we're not here to just rip people off or take your money and do nothing.
Well, that's good, because businesses like that typically don't, time catches up with them.
Yeah. So our question, the main question is, can we help your business? Can we help it grow? And if we can't, we'll tell you. And it depends on many different things, from the industry you're in, to the budgets, to what you've done in the past, where you're going in the future, and so on and so on. So it's always a conversation.
All right. That sounds great. All right. So Dmitrii, again, your website, regaxseo.com. It's REGEXSEO. And Dmitrii Kustov, again, you are the founder and the internet marketing director there. So I appreciate it, Dmitrii. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.